What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572 returning to channel today, July 31st, 2023. We're gonna hop on and do a quick market watch. So we let Duelist Nexus set over the weekend, so we have more listings up now, and we're gonna be taking a look at what those prices have settled at. So it looks like Magician's Bond and Unity is the most expensive quarter century rare in the set. I'm not really a fan of this card, because it's not really that good and not like meta impacting. It says cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by having 25 or more cards in the graveyard. Where your opponent has 25 or more cards in their graveyard, this card gains 2500 attack. So it just becomes like a big beater if your opponent has 25 cards in their graveyard. It looks like this card right now is around like 230, 233 with shipping, and $235 on the first page. I honestly think this card is going to come down in price because I heard that there's going to be like more printings of this card with like different color backgrounds. So this one's a green one. It might come like in a red or blue one in the next upcoming sets. So I think once those sets come out, these will drop down in price. But let me know how you guys feel about this card. Do you guys see it dropping down in price, or do you guys see it going up in price? We have Revolution Synchro on the quarter century rare, which I think should be the most expensive one over the Magician's one. 24 listings on the market. We have it at 220, 220, 230, and 233, 235 on the first page. So it is a little bit expensive. I forgot what these were pre-selling at, but right now we do have them like sitting above that $200 price point. Then we have Crimson Dragon sitting around like 143-ish, 145-ish. Visa's Amritara around like the $120, $130 price point. Unchained Soul Lord of Yama. This one I think I saw it around like $100. So you have a couple copies at $100. Then they go up to like 107. I think they only play like one copy of these. Let me know if I'm mistaken on that. E Purely Noir around like 120-ish. Cosmic Quasar Dragon around like $90. Yeah, 85, 85, $85 for Cosmic Quasar Dragon. Then we have the new Infernoble Emperor Charles. This is the new Infernoble Link 1. Emperor Charles the Great. This one's around like $80. Evozer Lars around like $60-ish. I actually like this one. I at first when I read it, I thought it sucked, but I realized that it can negate like anything, and I could make it pretty consistent in like a dinosaur build. So I might pick one up around like $40-ish if it hits that. If not, I'm gonna just stick with the secret rares. Then we have Sinful Spoils of the Subversion Snake Guy. This is basically the new generic removal card in the set. It basically makes your opponent. Okay, so it says target one face-up monster on the field, place it face up in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell, and you can only activate one of these per turn. So it's kind of a weird removal tool because it doesn't send it to the graveyard, it doesn't send it back to the deck. It just puts it in the spell or trap card zone. So that's a little bit weird and new, but I mean maybe someday it could be useful. And then we have, let's see, Chimera the King of Phantom Beasts around like $80-ish. Minkonk around $50, $60. $50-ish, 51, 51, 52, so around $52. I don't think that's gonna see too much play. I didn't really see too many Minkonka builds incorporating that in their decks. Angelica, the Prince of Nobles, around like $60-ish. Hilter around like $60-ish. The new Dark World Search card is around like $60-ish right now. Sleipnir the Runic Main around like $60-ish. So I really like this card because it's a level 9 and I'm gonna incorporate it in Gene Raiders. But at $60 for the Core Century rare, I think it's a little bit too high. I think it might come down to like $45. I'm not really sure how many Runic builds are really. I mean, they're gonna probably play like one copy of this, but they're mostly gonna keep going into like Hugin first instead of this. Then we have Altergeist Adminia around like $50-ish. We have Noble Arm Museum around $50-ish. Then we hit our first secret rare right here with Revolution Synchron being the most expensive secret rare in the set at like $57.90, $57.99, $58, $58.99, $58.99, and $59.39 right here on the first page. That's a big Y, $59.39. So we'll call it for like $59.39. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about Revolution Synchron. I think it's pretty hyped up at the moment, just cause it is like probably like the best card in the set. But I don't really see too many synchro builds topping events at the moment. It's gonna take a while for them to, you know, actually do something in the meta. So I could see this card falling down a little bit in price. I might be wrong and it might go up, but I could see it dropping down a little bit in price before it starts going up later on again. Then we have Nightmare Magician at $45-ish. We have Infernoble Arms at $50. The draw card here for level 10s at Tokusono. I can't pronounce that. But this card is around $45-ish, $48, $48.99, and $49. So under $50 for this one. And it lets you draw too. It's like I said, it's a level 10 draw card. Fusion Ornament, I'm actually surprised it's not doing that good in set. I thought it was going to be like one of the popular cards from this set. But right now you have the quarter century sitting around like $40-ish, $40, $40.87. So yeah, around like $40 to $41 for this card. I might pick some up if they hit like $30, because I could see it making an impact in the meta someday. It's special summons from the extra deck. Then we have the Tristana. This is the new archetype. We have a couple of the quarter century Tristana cards here, sitting at the lowest price point for like the quarter century rares. We have 37.84, 31.98, and 29.65. So I could see this dropping down even further unless they get like new support, which they probably will. But we're gonna have to see what that new support does in the future sets. So right now it's not really that good of a deck, but I mean, it could get better, so I would wait for these to drop before going in on these. We have the Crimson Dragon, the Secret Rare right here at like $19-ish. It actually went up in price. I saw it around like $15-ish a couple of days ago, so it did start to go up a little bit. So $20 for Crimson Dragon, and then we have Chimera, the King of Phantom Beast. So this one I heard that Branded was incorporating with Albaz, so I could see why it's going up. Chimera King of Phantom Beast, it's an ultra rare, and right now we have it at $13.80, $13.85, $13.94, and $13.99. So I saw these pre-selling at like $10-ish, so they are starting to go up from their pre-sale price. We have Dark Corridor at like $10.75, the Sinful Spoils of Subversion Snake Eye at $9-ish. We have Visa's Amatara at $7.52. The draw card at $8, Noble Arm Museum at $6.60, Unchained Soul of Lord Yama $5.70, Nightmare Magician at $5.88, Sleipnir of the Runic Mane at around like $5-ish. I'm actually gonna pick a couple of these up because I could see it going up in price. Evozer Lars around like $4-ish. I might pick some of these up as well because they have potential. If dinosaurs ever come back into the meta again, I could definitely see this card go up. Emperor Charles the Great, it's an ultra rare around like $3. Purely Noir at $3, Tristana at $2. Fusion Armament, I'm actually surprised to see around like the $5 price point. I actually thought this card was going to be higher up in price. We have 117 listings on the market right now, and we have listings starting at $240, basically $340 with shipping, $399 with shipping, $430 with shipping, $440, and heading up to $448 on the first page with shipping. But yeah, I think this card has some potential later on to be like part of the meta. Right now, if you get them for like $2 to $3, I think you're in a good spot because I could see it going up in price. But let me know how you guys feel about Fusion Armament. I actually thought this card was going to come in secret rare, but it didn't. Angelica, Princess of Noble Arms, around like $2. Infernoble Arms, Almace, around $2. Then right here, we hit like the dollar card with Black Meteor Dragon, and then the Tessina Monster at $1. Then everything else should be cheap from here. Yeah, everything else should be under $1 from here. There was only one card that I think I liked in Super Rare that I might pick up a couple copies up. I think that was Banishing Trap Hole. I think it's a Super Rare. Is it a Super Rare? Where is it at? Oh, right there. Yeah, so Banishing Trap Hole is a new Trap Hole card that came in the set. It's a Super Rare. I think if Trap Tricks were ever to come back into the meta, right now we have Labyrinth running the meta as being like the top trap deck in the format. But if Trap Tricks were ever to come back, I think this card could go up to like the dollar price point. Right now we have them sitting at like 10 cents, 14 cents, 15 cents, 16 cents, 16 cents. So I think this might be a good pickup in the long run if Trap Tricks were ever to come back. But everything else from the set seems to be cheap, aside from like the quarter century rares and maybe just Revolution Synchron. So in my opinion, I wouldn't pick up this set. I would just go for the singles. But let me know how you guys feel. What do you guys want to pull? What did you guys pull over the weekend? Let me know down below. I wanted to take a look at Chaos Angel because my brother was looking for one over the weekend, and we noticed that the price was going down a little bit. So these were hitting a high price point of like $70-ish at the beginning of July, and right now we have them going down a little bit. 58 listings on the market. We have them at 51.75, 53.99, 55.99, 56.33, 59.50. 60.97 and then $68 right there on the first page. So they are starting to go down a little bit in price. And I think that's because not too many decks are really running this. The deck I've seen bring this out the most is probably Labyrinth, and aside from that, I don't really see other decks like bringing this out too much. They probably just bring out Baron at that point instead of Chaos Angel. But because Labyrinths don't have like a tuner they could use to go into this, they just bring this out instead of like Baron, or else they would probably go into like the Baron. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about Chaos Angel. So we did get a little bit of Dino support over in Duelist Nexus, so I wanted to take a look at Ground Xeno, and it looks like it is starting to get a buyout. We have 17 listings on the market, and these were sitting around like the $20-$30 price point, but now we have them going up to $31.53, $32.50 with shipping, $35.78, $34.99, $35.99, then going up to $40. And once these copies are gone, we hit $45.99, going up to like $50. We do have a little wall here with 28 copies at $35.78, but I think it won't be too long until that wall breaks and we finally go up to that $40 price point. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about Ground Xeno. I honestly could see it hitting that $60 price point. I did say back then I could see it hitting $60, so we're getting close to that, but we'll see. Dragon Knight Draco Equest is a super poly target that's being looked at this format, and that's because the new Synchro build that's been going around ends on like a Baron and like a Crimson Dragon, and Dragon Knight Draco Equest uses a Dragon type Synchro monster, which would be the Crimson Dragon, and a Warrior type monster, which would be the Baron de Flores material. But we do have a bunch of affordable copies available from my budget players. We have ultra rares under $1, super rares under $1, rares under $1, so you don't have to worry about buying the secret, ultimate, or ghost rares. But the secret rare did go up in price. It was sitting around like $1, but right now we have our cheapest secret rare copy lightly played at $5.29. Then we hit $4.49. Then after that we go up to like $6-7. But like I said, you don't have to go after these expensive copies. You could go after like the super rares, and they do the exact same thing. But let me know how you guys feel about Dragon Knight Draco Quest. Because of the new meta DM support that just came out, Vicious Astrolite has been going up in price. These used to be sitting around like the $7 to $8 price point, and right now we have 43 listings on the market. We have our first listing starting at $10, and we go up to $13.20 with shipping, $13.49 with shipping, $13.99, then going up to $14.05. We have a wall right here, Gamer's Choice, with 87 copies at $14.05, so it's going to take a while to break that wall. But yeah, I can see it sticking around like that $14 price point for a while, because it is a pretty good fusion monster that they could run, and they don't even need to run polymerization to make this. They could just banish the monsters from the field and or graveyard, which is really good. They don't have to use their hand, so it's pretty easy to get out. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about Vicious Astrolot. Hopefully you guys picked up your copies of Guardian Chimera when they were under like $10, because right now they all basically doubled in price. We have the ultra rare from Maze of Memories going up to like the $24-$25 price point with 26 listings on the market. $25.99, $25.99, and then $26.99. And we do have sales at that price point, so they are selling for like that much. Then we have the secret rares, which were the original ones from Battle of Chaos. These secret rares were under $10 as well. Right now we have 35 listings on the market, and we have listings at $27.99, $27.99, $30.78, and going up to $32. But yeah, they're going up because I heard that the new Chimera support is being mixed with branded, and over in the OCG it wasn't doing that good because they had branded fusion at 1, but here in the TCG we have branded fusion at 3, which makes the deck a little bit more consistent. So we'll see what happens and if we see it topping events. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I did recommend that you guys go after the collector rare at like $40-ish, $45-ish. But right now, those $40-$45 copies are gone. We only have 20 listings on the market. We have our first listing starting at $50.40. Then we go up to $57.24, $57.95, and then going up to $60 on the first page. So yeah, all copies of Guardian Chimera have gone up in price. But let me know how you guys feel about Guardian Chimera. Do you guys see it coming down, or do you guys think the new Chimera branded build is going to do good and push this higher? And last card on today's market watch and be Black Brute Dragos. I'm only mentioning this card because I saw it being mentioned up here and I wanted to take a look at it. It says this super rare $27 and I couldn't believe it because it's just a super rare. And this card used to be around like the $5 price point, but over the past month it has been going up. Right now we have our first lightly played being Spanish at $21.99. Then they go up to $25.99, then $26.75, then hitting $29.99 with shipping on the first page. So yeah, if you guys have some of these in bulk or somewhere, I would definitely go dig them out and try to get rid of them. I'm not really sure why it's going up. Maybe like Edison format or something, or maybe it is being played in like a synchro deck this format with the new synchro support. I'm not sure. Let me know down below. But that's gonna be it for today's market watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Return of Chance. This is Ricky572 and we'll see you guys next time.